I was fortunate to spend a week in Tulum, Mexico, with a fabulous client creating a Happy Snaps video. That's a video with fast-paced edits filled with fun and celebration to memorialize the event. All too soon, I was back in the town of Tulum, meeting Michelle to begin an adventure to tell. In Bacalar, we experienced torrential rain with some Easter week celebration. And an evening at Hotel Henry, followed up with some tequila in the lagoon.
From Bacalar,
We took a spine-crunching
ferry to the island of Caye, exclusive to golf carts.
The Easter festivities continue. Sweet encounters with sweet encounters with sweet encounters with stingray pelicans. This is going to be a delicious adventure for sure. Woo-hoo! A fleeting glimpse of Belize City from aboard our express ferry. A short bus ride across the country to San Ignacio, picking fresh grapefruit from the gardens of our hotel. So delicious, exploring the town which featured prominent chicken cuisine and very friendly people. A rented Ford Explorer with more dash lights than a Christmas tree took us everywhere we needed to be. A highlight being the sacred Mayan ATM Caves with 1,200-year-old undisturbed skeletons and artifacts, big spiders underground swimming, and headlamp-lit rock water slides. A once-in-a-lifetime excursion for sure, for sure, for sure. A hand-cranked ferry across the river to Xunantunich, Mayan ruins, terrifically resilient and ambitious creations. Damn, these steps are steep.
Damn, these steps are steep.
Oh,
Damn, these steps are steep.
especially for itty-bitty Mayan legs. Oh. The exploder started us to the Belize City Zoo, where all sorts of exotic to Canadian creatures reside. It was the most humane zoo I've seen, with themes of rescue, sustainability, and preservation. Then we trickled out way up to the Pine Hill Highlands, drier, cooler air to experience the waterfalls, warm rivers and caves. Hey!
The caves were killer.
The caves were killer,
The caves were killer.
but damn them spiders! Ah! It was in the highlands that we stayed at Calico Jack's. Our room on the second floor was only accessible by a homemade elevator. A horrible design. A horrible design. Loud and slow and complete and totally inappropriate. Loud and slow and complete and totally inappropriate. Having a piece of the plaster wall fall off
is a frappuccino. What you're not seeing here is the sweat pouring off me as I'm thinking about drinking it.
Leaving Belize by taxi and into Guatemala's Flores, a touristy town with a European feel. A quick shop, some swims, an evening in Remate.
Sweet sunset, sweet, sweet sunset.
A very early morning rise, a drive through the rainforest to visit the ruins of Tikal. Wow, life really, really wow, 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 wow. Moving on through this well-paved country, you can't expect to travel on average at 25 km per hour. No one's in a rush, and the driving was chill. A culture possible influenced by extraordinary speed bumps. A grossly overloaded vehicle that drives askew while exploring a side road. We found a couple of caves. One pierced the mountain through.
Yeah, look at these, eh?
Straight out of Tars and the jungle's alive, hiding
Jungle vines
secrets
hanging
to
down from the
explore,
roof.
fighting to reclaim what's been taken. Jesus. Wacky, wonderful, winding roads, zigging and zagging, ticking and tacking, to and fro, up and down the valleys we go. Visiting the beautiful blue waters of Semuc Champay, inhabited by an army of butterflies. Fish nibble your skin in the super arm water. We experienced a thrilling tuba ride with beers through some rapids. The return ride was comical in an overloaded tuk-tuk toot-toot. That night I stumbled across a fabulous market while looking for beer and ice, selling everything from meat to candles to spices and rice. Further exploring took us on over 2,500 meters or over 8,000 feet, then back down close to sea level before ascending again. We stopped at this really interesting man-made waterfall. The owner had diverted a creek to cascade over the entire length of the cliff. I almost got eaten by a freshwater bilkin. Terribly terrifying, a supremely scary close call. I may have ended up in a beautiful, colorful cemetery like this one.
This is a chicken bus, public transportation in Guatemala.
It was interesting to see how these kind folks carried things around. As we climbed higher in elevation, the countryside became drier. The color and style of dresses changed with different regions. The roads only got windier, slinking their way up and down
There were very few pullouts and even less passing lanes. The obvious spots to pass were speed bumps, which sounds weird, but it worked. Bumpity-oomph, bumpity-oomph.
We drove up Catenango in Antigua, Guatemala. The 4x4 bounced, spun, and skidded on the single
Easy
lane
peasy.
road.
Easy peasy. Looking good,
To
guys.
the clouds, the 10,000
How many bags?
feet. The air was thin on our gringo lungs. Anticipation was high that the clouds would clear and we would witness the incredible eruptions of Volcano Fuego. In the evening, the camp was quiet and the clouds cleared. The volcano rumbled and burnt magma high into the air. The lava flowed down the sides of the volcano, outlining the majestic pyramid. The camp was silent, only for a few hours that night before waking up to witness one last volley of eruptions. The skies lit up over the sleeping valley as rock, gases, and lava shot from the summit. Finally, the sun rose from behind the clouds and lit up the rich valley bottom of this beautiful country.
So that's the gist of it. Mexico, Belize, and Guatemala. Good time, great memories, cramped WestJet sea.